my 1750 points of Tyranid, High Fleet Voro, again in the house representing. So we've got pretty simple list here. So it is a battalion detachment and a supreme command detachment. So first of all, let's start off with the battalion detachment, and in that's a Kraken detachment, and in that what we have is we have a Tervagan, old Bertha, who's a bit of a legend. She's heading things up. She is my warlord, and then we have a second HQ slot of Old One Eye. So Old One Eye's coming out today. See whether he can do the business. Always a big fan of this unit. Really solid. Gives me an awful lot of combat ability there. Quite like taking this guy when I don't take the Swarm Lord, because he does the same job in the fact that he's an aggressive unit that can really do some damage. Then we have, in my troops choice, I have 3 troops choices. So I've got 1 and 2 big units of termagants. So the 30-man units, so maxed out, all with flesh borers. I then have a unit of 3 rippers. These guys are just quite nice at nipping and getting an objective if they want to, quite handy. Then I have in my next, I also have in my HQ slots as well, I have a Malanthrope. So that's my Kraken detachment. Then moving into my Supreme Command detachment, I have a Kronos detachment. And that consists of 3 flying hive tyrants. So we have 1 and 2 and then 3. Now these are kitted out slightly differently. So what we've got is we've got 2 of the flying hive tyrants. So we're going to use these the 2 with the big old flesh borer hive that are normally used as devourers. Those guys will have a single set or 2 sets, whatever they call it, of devourers and a set of monstrous rending claws. So those huge great things will kind of will act as both, if you like. And then my 3rd flying hive tyrant has got 2 sets of devourers but no monstrous rending claws. So got 24 shots coming out of this guy, and then we'll have a nice 12 shots, as well as a little bit of combat ability coming out of the other 2. We've then got a unit of 4 Hive Guard, obviously not maxed out units, they're not fully effective I suppose, but still quite nice to have a little bit of shooting in there. So that rounds up my 1750 points of Tyranids. A little kind of points to note is I take the Chameleonic Skin Relic for Big Bertha, so she will be having the nice -1 to hit her, which is very handy. And yeah, so that's kind of the list, and wish us luck. Let's have a look at them.
Alright everybody, and here are the Golden Boy Necrons back out for another outing. 1750, so it is just a straight up battalion. Probably could be optimised a little bit further, but at 1750 you do have to start making some difficult choices, difficult cuts. But basically, this is Sortek leading it all up. Of course, you have Imitek the Stormlord, is as he is, 160 points. He'll be the Warlord, Hypological Strategist as a Warlord trait, and you get an extra CP for him being your Warlord. We've then just got a standard Overlord there, with a Resurrection Orb and a Staff of Light as your second HQ. And then to round it out, looks like Orican the Diviner. It's not. It's a Cryptek with a Canoptek cloak, which is why he's kind of flying above the battlefield in a ghostly way. Then you have just straight up 3 squads of 10 Immortals with not Gorse, obviously Tesla cannons. And then you have 2 squads of Destroyers for your fast attack. I've gone for the option, potentially controversial option, of having 1 heavy Gorse cannon in each of those squads. Good against some enemies, not good against others, but I think it gives you a nice little bit of rounded flexibility to your threat range. And then finally, on the top end, your heavy support, we have got 2 Doomsday Arcs with their lovely Doomsday Cannons. Don't forget about those Gorse Flayers. They can do a lot of damage as well, especially when people aren't expecting them. And that is it, apart from saying that I have 1 artifact. That is, of course, going to be the Veil of Darkness, and that will be going on the Cryptek. And there you have it.
Do that in a minute. And we are deployed. So as I said, what a beautiful, beautiful board. So very, very cinematic. Absolutely stunning. Probably one of the most beautiful boards I think I've ever had the pleasure of playing on. As far as the mat itself is stunning. Just a little bit of housekeeping for you, because as much as it's absolutely beautiful, it doesn't actually give a huge amount of line side blocking. So we've house ruled some bits and pieces just to make things super simple, but also make sure that the game's kind of really playable within an ITC format and generally within 8th edition. So if you can see here, these kind of broken ruins that are scattered all around the board, we've drawn like imaginary lines to make sure that they're line of sight blocking. Same with the huge, great big arc in the middle, so that will be line of sight blocking. We can see it over here again. So we've kind of added that. Any of the actual big forest blocks here, if you'll be touching the actual edge of the forest, then that will be in. The single trees will just be more for scattered terrain, and the hills as such will be, as you say, there be hills. So not gaining yourself cover by being on them, but line of sight blocking being around them. We've also decided, again for a little bit of fun, there's a real cinematic river that runs through the middle of this kind of ice planet. So what we've said is, and it's quite nice because the objective is actually sitting slap bang in the middle. If you end your movement within this, then and you don't have fly, you'll take a mortal wound on a roll of 1, so it's like a dangerous terrain check.
There are some ice bridges though. There's an ice bridge here.
Yeah.
She's actually on an ice bridge in the middle.
Yeah.
And there's another ice bridge there, and there's a regular bridge.
Absolutely.
On the corner.
So there are ways to go across anyway, and it is only a small gambit, but potentially it could be game changing if the roll goes at the wrong time. So that's kind of that. As far as Chris's Fabius, should I say, is Necrons.
So you can call me Chris.
No, Fabius. So there we go. So the Necrons are all kind of all around here. We've got the characters that are able to give their buffs. Their mine will be done, and all their other shenanigans. We've got the gunboats that are out here on the side. So kind of quite an aggressive deployment. Chris has a lot of resilience within the Necrons. So he can afford potentially to come forward onto that centre objective and try and kind of stick around. Also with Necrons, their shooting is relatively short range. It's sort of medium to short range. So he needs to be in range, and particularly he wants to get as close as possible to make sure he gets full maximum bang for his buck. As far as the Tyranids, similar in the fact that we are all sheltering together. We've got the Malanthrope giving the juicy -1. We've got the big 2 units of termagants that are wrapped around, and the hive guard that are hiding behind the hill. I got the slightly less terrain in my deployment zone, but there we go. So that's what we get at the moment. I decided to give Fabius the first turn, and he's deployed first. I'm not going to try and seize the initiative. So wish him luck. So we're going to go into turn 1 for the Necrons.
So just quickly we'll go over the secondaries that we've both chosen for ITC. These are mine. I have gone for just the good old combo Kingslayer and Big Game Hunter. Lots of big Gribblies in that Tyranid list to take advantage of that. So going for the Warlord, which is the Tervigon, and then hoping to get the old One Eye and Hive Tyrants around that to get my full set of points. And then toying up between Reaper and Old School, there are a lot of termagants on the board. He might bring more back, but I thought it would just be a little bit more consistent just to get one thing killed and then one thing at the beginning of the game, one thing at the end of the game, and then holding a couple of bits. And then Ace has gone for a completely different set, which is convenient because you've only got one set of cards. He's gone for Mark for Death, Recon and Gangbusters. This Necron list is designed to actually be pretty difficult on things to choose, but Gangbusters makes a good choice out of those destroyers. Recon, he's definitely got the board coverage, and Mark for Death, that is one that is a safe bet because pretty much everything is of a high enough power level. I believe he went for the 3 squads of Immortals and one of the Doomsday Arcs for that. So yeah, there you have it. So end of first Necron movement phase. Ace position very well. That Malanthrope is definitely going to be a priority for me. Otherwise, I'm not really going to be able to get much of the activation of my exploding Tesla. And yeah, he positioned that really nicely so that basically everything I had couldn't really see it. So he's forced me to move around with my Doomsday Arcs to try and do something useful in that first turn. Same moving the Destroyers out so they can get a bit of a tangent on it. I've moved this Doomsday Arc around just to try and protect my back and my rear a little bit, because I'm sure he's going to be popping in with those Hive Tyrants at some point in the near future. Also those Rippers, we don't want them doing like a sneaky last minute grab on that objective. Anticipating what's going to come next, I've actually mostly stood still with my Immortals. Just kind of reshuffled them around a bit. Got one of them start advancing on that middle objective, and then the other squad of Destroyers into a bit more of an aggressive position over here. We've given that unit of Destroyers My Will Be Done, and we have given this unit of Destroyers My Will Be Done, and we've given the front unit of Immortals My Will Be Done. Those were from Imatech, and the others were from this little Overlord there, one of the Resurrection Orb. That is that. Let's go on shooting.
So Chris is up first shooting phase. What's going to go on?
Yeah, so first thing is Imatech is going to crack his Master of the Storm ability, something like that. Unit within infinite range. On a 2-up, does that many mortal wounds. I will just target the Turbigon for that. So that does 6.
Oh, that's
mortal
horrible.
wounds to Turby straight up.
Nothing to do about that. Okay, cool.
And then more importantly, I can then crack the Sortex Stratagem.
Does it count as it's just shooting?
So something that's taken a wound already.
Not from shooting, it just has to take a...
Yeah, something that's taken a wound in that phase.
Yeah, go for it.
It's +1 to hit after that, so that cost me 2, and that will burn me down to 7.
Okay.
I'm then going to move on to this unit of Immortals here. Mine will be done. He's unsurprisingly shooting his big cannon at Turby.
Okay.
And the others, if they're in range, you can do a couple of pot shots on the gaunts. Only 24 inches. Yeah, he's in. He's in. He's in. So 3 on the gaunts.
Okay.
1 on Bertha.
No worries.
And on this, I'm going to crack the stratagem of the rerolls, hit and wounds.
Nice.
At 1 point.
Okay.
Straight down 6. Right.
Okay.
So let's do
So Bertha's -2 to hit, alright?
Yeah, and I am now +2 to hit.
Okay.
So it's
back to freeze.
Cancels out. No, I'm +1 to hit, but I'm re-rolling. So
so you're 4s with a reroll.
Yeah.
But you can't reroll your natural misses, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Okay. So
let's go for it.
6 on the gaunts.
Yeah. So just,
the 3 on the
they're
gaunts.
just -1.
These are just regular. These are -1, but I'm re-rolling to hit.
Yeah.
So
3s, yeah.
So they're -1 normally, right?
No. So the Malanthrope gives them -1, but the Big Bertha's got chameleonic skin, so she gets +2. She gets +1.
Okay. So these are just 3s. These are regular 3s in a way.
These are regular 3s because your -1 cancels out.
First outing of the Twisted Dice. Damn sight better than my last dice. They all hit. Then there's stuff 3, so it'll be 2s.
It will be 2s, yeah. Are you strength 6, are you?
Yeah, at least.
What's this?
That's the wound.
Okay, so are they strength 6? I thought they might be strength 5, but you're probably right. They are probably.
No, they're like pretty much definitely.
Yeah.
6.
Strength 6 is no problem at all.
Yeah. Strength 6.
Strength 6, cool. Okay, so yeah, definitely 2s. -3, so nothing I can do.
That is 9 dead gaunts straight up.
Nice.
This will be.
So next up, this is into Big Bertha.
4s. But I reroll my misses.
Yes.
Miss.
No, can't.
Doesn't get it.
Because it'd be a natural, yeah.
Yeah. Next, we will go on to this guy.
Yep.
Going for Bertha.
Yeah.
As well. He's just in range. I did check before.
Yeah.
I moved, so I can only fire at the smaller profile.
Yes.
So it is heavy D6, strength 8, AP -2 D3. So D6 shots.
Cool.
4.
Nice.
These then will be hitting on 4s because I'm still +1. No. Yeah, because it's taken a wound.
Okay.
So hitting on 4s.
Yeah.
1 hit.
Okay. Nice.
It is still strength 8.
Yeah.
So it's
Fours.
wounding on 4s, toughness 8.
Toughness 8, yeah.
It's a wound.
It's a wound, nice. Minus
AP
what?
-2.
Okay, so 5s. No, goes through.
D3. 2 wounds.
So takes 2 wounds. So she's taking 6, 7, 8 wounds. Yep.
Yep. And then it is the final destroyer.
Yes.
Taking a crack. And that is 4s to hit.
Yep.
No, it's 3s to hit. It was +2.
-2.
Yeah, so 3s to hit.
No.
Nope. I don't get my reroll.
No. Okay.
That'll basically be the end of the shooting, except for maybe a couple of pot shots from these immortals.
Okay. So 4 immortals are in range of the gaunts. So they're going to unload. They'll be -1. You get your +1, so 3s. Yeah.
Yeah, and 6s do pop still. No 6s.
No 6s.
But they hit.
Yeah.
And they're strength 5, so 3s to wound. No AP. Come on, twisted dice.
Ooh,
Dice.
let you down there.
Just one there.
Just a 1. No AP, yeah.
No AP.
No, 1 dice. 2.
Cool.
Okay. That's it, is it?
Yeah.
End of your shooting. End of your turn.
Yep.
So we just played it back. When the destroyer shot at Big Buffer, obviously on the re-roll, he got a 3. So the 3 would hit because it's +2, he's -2, so it puts him back. So it cancels out, so it did. So we'll see if he can wound.
So it's 3s, but I'm still rerolling to wound because of the stratagem. Thank God for that. And it's a wound. It's
Minus-
AP -4.
I don't get save.
It's a fat D6. 4.
Nice, very good. Very
How many
good.
wounds this guy got?
14 wounds starts off with. So
So
she's taken 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 she's taken.
Yeah.
So that's pretty good.
We might go
Pretty
for a
good.
reroll and try and get the 6 for the kill for the first strike.
Well, I think you can't
Nah.
probably do
Nah.
that because
Nah.
that's going back quite a bit.
Not doing it, not doing it. No, I meant on this roll, but I'm not going to do it anyway.
Oh, I see what you mean. Oh, yeah, if you want to do that. Yeah, it's up to you. It's
These
up to you.
twisted dice.
It's up to
You know,
you.
They've been pretty good to me so far.
He's going to give it a go.
I will pass. No, I'll do it.
You're going to do it.
Fuck it. No, I won't do that. That's stupid. That's madness. Forget it. So,
Madness.
No, leave it. Don't be
Cool.
greedy.
Okay, so
That'll be done.
Bertha limps off, and that's the end of your turn. So you didn't get a kill, but you do hold an objective, and currently you're holding 2 objectives, right?
That's right.
Okay, so some kind of light patter, but some humongous damage done to my warlord. So we'll now go into turn 1 for the Tyranids.
Tactical shenanigans going from Ace in his first turn movement phase. What have you done?
You're not very successful, so I've done rapid regeneration on Bertha. It's D3, I rolled a 2. I then used another CP to re-roll it to lose 3 CPs and still rolled a 1, so she's only got 3 wounds left, which is not super amazing. She's kind of moved and run, so she's as far back as possible, just trying to give herself the best opportunity to try and save her, or at least if she's going to die, I'm going to make sure that I get Chris to expend as much possible firepower on her as I can. That's kind of my plan. He rolled super hot with that Imitex ability, and that's what's really hurt me. But if I can I don't think she can survive, but if I can try and last some of the shooting, then that's definitely going to be the plan. So everything else has moved back as well to make sure that everything's in the bubble of the Malanthrope that kind of needs to be, to make sure again I'm making it as hard as I possibly can. That's kind of what we're going to go with. Everything else has pretty much stayed where it is, and we're going to go into the psychic phase. So I'm going to start off with only 1 power because nothing else on the board. Big Bertha is going to cast Catalyst on herself. So see if we can get that off. Yes, we do. So she now has Feel No Pain, which hopefully will help a little bit. And we'll go into the shooting phase. So not a lot of shooting to do. I just have the Hive Guard. And the Hive Guard are going to shoot into the Ghost Ark.
Okay. They're D3 damage, right?
D3 damage, yeah.
Strength 8.
Strength 8.
I will crack everyone's favourite stratagems, override those shields.
So that means that it's +1, right? To your thingy.
-1 to my rolls, because I have to roll under the amount of damage that it does, basically. But yeah.
Cool. Okay. So yeah. So the basic. Yeah. Cool. Right.
Quantum shielding. That's it. That's the words we were looking for.
Okay. So I've not moved. I am looking for 3s, but I reroll 1s. And reroll the 1s.
Looking good.
So 1 miss.
7 hits.
Yeah. And now looking for 3s.
Whew.
That's all of them.
Boy rolls hot.
So it's -2.
Okay.
So you've got 4 up save normally for that thing, isn't it?
It is a 4 up save normally for that thing, indeed.
So you've got 6 up saves for it first of all.
7, right?
7, yeah.
Ouch. Come on, Twisted Dice. Do me well. Got 1.
You got 1, so 6 get through.
So you
So now I'm going to roll them.
roll your D3s
Yeah.
and then I'll quantum shielding. Roll high.
Okay. So you've got
3 3s,
so
4 1, no, and 3 1s.
Yeah.
So the 1s I need to roll 1s to ignore. And I don't get any of that. So that's 3 taken. And on the 3s I need to roll 1, 2 or 3 to ignore. Roll bad. Damn you, Twisted Dice. So 6 go through from these, plus the 3, that means 9 go through.
Okay. So that leaves you with how many wounds left?
That leaves me with 5 wounds left.
Okay, so I'm going to spend 2 CP to shoot again.
I bet you will.
So take me down just to 4 left.
Yep.
But I'll try and get the kill more. That's what I'm going to need. Chris is going to get hold more.
Yes.
So let's try and do that. So here we go. Let's see if we can do this. Another stellar roll.
There's a 2, but yeah.
Can't reroll that.
Damn good.
And now 3s. And 1 miss.
Damn.
So 6.
You really want to kill that.
6 saves.
Alright. Don't fancy my odds at this stage. But
You never know.
you never know. So that is
Together, 2 saves.
2 saves. Yep.
So
So 4 left to go. On those D3s. Well, if these are all 1s, I do live.
So you got two
1s, a 2
and a 3.
Right, let's do the 1s first.
Yeah.
Nope, so 2 go through, 3 left. The 2, I'm looking for a 1 or a 2. Come on.
Yep, 2.
Whoa. 3 wounds left, big roll. So we're looking at a 1, 2 or 3 to live. He lives.
Does live, nice.
3 wounds left.
Nice, that's big. Because I can't do anything about that, which will stop the kill. But we're going to have to face that. It does deplete him heavily, so you know, at least it's another thing to stop the killing ability going into Big Bertha. The more we can do that, the better. But with that, that's the end of my turn. There's nothing else I can do. Very cat and mouse. So I've done some damage to his big thing, and he's done a lot of damage to my warlord. So that's it. A fast-paced first turn, and we'll go into turn 2 for the Necrons.
Yeah, and to summarise, nothing died. I hold 2, and Ace holds 1.
Yeah.
That will be a 2-1 to the Necrons. First things first, I have... Are we on? Yeah. So first things first, I have spent a command point to do damage control override to have this Doomsday Arc fire on his full profile. I've done my will be done on these 2 units and this front unit of destroyers, and those 2 units of immortals. And for the rest of the movement, we've pivoted these destroyers around to try and get a little bit of attack on that Turgon. It would be great if we can bring that down. I've also decided to go aggressive on this unit of destroyers as well to try and bring that Turgon down and start pressuring him a little bit. Obviously I'm very worried about these hive tyrants that are coming down, so most of the rest of my force I've kept bunched back for some cover saves in the ruins, and I've wanted to keep this Doomsday Arc back. You can just about see that Turgon to fire a shot over him. So I'm hoping I'm going to have enough firepower to put that down, but then also bear the counter strike. But we will see.
Okay. So we're going to shooting phase. What do you want to start off with?
I will start off with this unit of Immortals. It is going to be the Heavy Gorse going for Bertha, and the other guys, if they are in range, as you can see, one can see, two can see and are in range, taking shots on the Hive Guard.
Sure. Okay.
So it will be -2 to hit on Bertha.
It will, yeah.
So I am looking, unless I do it on this unit, I'm going to crack the reroll hits and misses
On that unit. Okay.
So it's going to we'll save the main course till after. So we'll do the Hive Guard first.
Okay.
The two which can see.
Yeah.
So these will be 4s.
No minuses.
No minus 1 on the Hive Guard?
No minuses at all.
Okay. So these will be 3s.
Yeah.
Reroll those misses. So 5 hits. Strength 6 against toughness.
5.
5, so 3 to wound, re-rolling. So 4 wounds, AP -3, D3 each.
I don't get a save, so roll these individually because they are 3 wounds each.
D3.
So
3.
1 dice.
2
2
dice.
dice.
2.
And
so 3.
Yeah, okay. Fair enough. Okay, next up.
I will just roll to see if I get that CP back. Haven't got any back so far.
Yeah.
Nope. Whew, here we go.
How many CPs you got left now?
No, I'm down to 4, just like you.
Okay. Is that only 1 CP then? That.
Yeah.
It's nice. Cool.
It is very nice. It's the best thing Necrons have.
Perfect. Right. So here we go.
Heavy Gorse. 5 re-rolling.
Yeah.
Here we go. Nope.
Okay.
And nope. Okay, that's that unit done. We will then move on to the next squad of destroyers. They've had the +1 for mine will be done. So we'll just check what's in range for 24 inches. I expect it's just gaunts, right? Unless then you can just about see these pesky guys. I might just do a quick look if they can see that unit. I think probably a couple can.
Okay.
Stoop, as it says in the rules, let's stoop down behind them. I do hate to stoop. I actually reckon, to be fair, I can't see him.
Okay.
They've got just
Enough.
hunched characters enough to get out of the way.
Okay.
So it will just be the main gun on Bertha, and then the others will just smack out as many gaunts as we can.
Okay, front unit,
But actually, before I do that, I'm just going to do the Immortals, because otherwise you will be clever and take the things away from the front. So all of those are just going to shoot at the gaunts.
Okay, go for it.
So that will be 20 shots.
And they have the...
They have mine will be done, yeah.
1 to them, yeah, cool. Okay, so there'll be freeze, back to freeze then.
Yeah, back to 3s.
Okay.
4, 6, 8, 10, 14. Okay, 3s, 6s pop. Ooh,
wow.
that's a lot of 6s.
That's a lot of 6s.
So those count for 3 each.
I bet it's all of them. I bet this is basically works out.
Only 1 miss.
Yeah. Nice.
Okay, so we've got that many there, and then that was 7 6s, so we need number 14.
Nice.
That is pretty juicy as things go.
How many more do you want?
I just need 3 more. Right. Needs to be 3s to wound.
Yeah.
Blooming hell. Need to get your dice rolling up. Right, here we
Yeah.
are. 3s to wound. It looks strong.
It does.
I won't lie. Your dice have done well for me. But, whew, these twisted dice, I tell you. How many are left in the shop, Darren? That's 5, 10, 15, 24.
Let's roll these back. Here we go.
He's got a couple of 6s himself there.
So 4 6s, so 20 die, because you said 24, right?
Yep.
So 20 die. Nice.
Correct.
Okay.
Now going on to the destroyers on the remaining gaunts.
Okay.
So that's 15, just 5 there. The heavy's obviously going into Big Bertha.
Yeah.
And these will be still just 3 to hit. So it's +1 for mine, we've done a -1 for Mal. So 3s. Not bad. It is good. It is good.
Yeah.
And 2s.
Yeah.
To kill. So that actually makes 3, 5, 9. I would be a fool not to reroll one of those ones just to get rid of the unit. So I'm going to use my reroll now.
Yeah.
And it's 3, so that is 10.
Okay.
But that probably means Bertha's going to live, because I can't reroll my hits with the big guns. But what would you have done, Ace? Sensible move?
Oh, I don't know. Time will tell, right?
Time will tell. Let's see
You
if I
pull
get that
down
CP
Bertha
back.
easy,
Come
it'll
on.
be no issues.
First CP back, right.
Nice.
Took it back up to 4. Right, here we go. We're looking for a 4 to hit. No rerolls at my disposal. It misses. And then the last thing I'm going to have to shoot with is what I was hoping to leave until the end where I can get a stratagem to get my +1 to hit. I'm not going to get it. So it's just this guy hasn't moved, main gun fired up, he's got his tangent, D6, we've got one last chance after, but it's only going to be 5s to hit. So D6 shots, 2 shots, I need 5s, nothing. Final hopes, last one, D6 shots, 1, need a 5, no, he escaped it. So yeah, that is, that will be the end of the Necron turn.
So you did get a kill, which is nice, and you'll now have 2 points for your Reaper because you killed 10 in the previous, and then another 30 gaunts. So in all, that will give you 2 for your Reaper. You also have scored 3.
If only I'd taken Reaper.
Oh, you didn't take Reaper in the end. Oh, you didn't take Reaper. Oh.
I did not.
Oh,
no.
okay.
So I will just get the basics.
Fine,
so
fine. But what you have got is Bertha has already given you 3 points for Kingslayer.
That's right.
You just need to kill her to get your 4th one on that. So.
And I am going to take some Ice River punishment for
Oh, okay.
3 of my. Should have done the movement phase.
Yeah.
But for 3 of my destroyers who couldn't get the full distance. So only ones. One takes a mortal wound.
One takes a mortal wound, so one dies.
No, it does not.
Oh, what, the destroyers? Oh, sorry, no, it's not your
No,
things.
Necrons, they're on Ice River.
Oh, they're on Ice River. They're on Ice River, of course they are.
Ice River, but the destroyers had to make a gambit to try and get any face.
Cool. Okie dokie. So we'll go into to turn 2 for the Tyranids.
Right, we've had a nice long chat about the potential tactical options, and he's going balls to the wall. Talk us through your plan.
Okay, so basically his destroyers they've had to commit a little bit to try and get close to Bertha, which was always part of my kind of game plan. That I knew that I wanted him. I had to accept that Bertha probably would go down, but if she was going to, I wanted him to come closer. I wanted him to commit. So he has done that. That does give me and open up the channels for potentially a One-Eye to get in there and make a real mess of them. There'd be a key unit worth a lot of points to me because of gangbusters. It's really great for if I can kill them, and they're also one of Fabius's hardest hitting units. But it comes with it quite a risk. So old One-Eye, we've kind of measured it out with his 8-inch movement. If he just goes to there, he's going to need an 11 to charge. So my options is if I run him, then I can then bring down the Flyrant and cast Onslaught on him, meaning that he can still charge afterwards, meaning it should be a fairly reliable charge. The other option I've got is I can use the Opportunist Advance to then double my movement, double my charge for 1 CP, not double my charge, double my run, which then will make it almost certain that I will be in range. I'll still need to get the Onslaught off to make it work, so it's still not absolutely guaranteed, but it means that he should get in. But, you know, if once he gets in, I still need him to pretty much absolutely maximise on his attacks. Otherwise, it could be problematic, and particularly because the destroyers can get up again. So it's not. So it comes with quite a lot of risk, and that's why we've been kind of and ahhing it from a tactical point of view. I think it's a good move. I think the reality is, if I just do this, my gaunts are probably going to go down next turn, and then he's kind of into them anyway. And at one point, because he's in optimum range now, really, he's not going to need to come much closer. So the old one is going to come under pressure probably next turn anyway. So I kind of feel like it's now or never, otherwise he might be a bit useless. But the issue is I don't have very many CPs left. Anyway, it's a roundabout way to say, guys, this is not an easy decision, but I'm going to go with it. I'm not going to use the opportunity advance. I think I'm going to risk it just on the dice for the run, but I am going to run him.
Here we go.
So here we go, let's see what we can get. So we got a 5.
It's got the 5. You saw that 1 and the 2 first.
So, but it's a 5. So okay, so that's not too bad. So we'll just move him up and come back.
Yep.
Okay, so everything's in pretty much now. So I brought in the flyrant. So one flyrant over here, one over there behind the ruins, and one over the far side there. So I've kind of come in now. I need to do some damage. I've got my rippers are up as well in that far corner, and that's kind of where I am at the moment. It's quite a big turn for me now, and very, very important psychic phase. So let's start off with the psychic phase, and let's start off with the most important. Let's start with Onslaught. So I'm going to cast Onslaught onto Old One Eye. So I need a 6, I believe.
Ooh. Oh yeah.
I get it off on loads.
Defo there.
So that's good, because that means he will be able to charge. So that's great. We'll now do the horror from this guy here, his second spell, and we'll do the horror on this unit here.
Okay.
So need a 5. Yeah, get it off. So that's him. The Tervagum, she will now do Catalyst on herself. Perils. Oh, that's the worst thing in the world.
You love to see that.
Because I can't afford to let her perils.
You didn't take that into account.
I did. Well, I did.
CP
I
planning.
did. But it means it's my last CP basically, because I want to save my 2 for the for my Gaunts coming back potentially. But losing 3 off her is a real pain. Or is it just worth accepting it? But then I want Catalyst offer as well. No, I'm going to use it.
Using that last CP. You hate to see it.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what you want to see though? Oh, you love to see that.
Feels
the
very
crowd,
much, feels like very
myself
much
included, we're looking forward to that one.
Yeah, okay.
The Eldar replay.
So what's the, how many does he take? She takes 2.
2, back down to 3.
Back down to 3. Well, that feels like an awful lot of waste of CPs. That does. Awful lot of waste. And that's not good. Okay. Well,
Warlock's Revenge, we call that.
It's Warlock's Revenge, very much so. If you haven't watched that battle report and you want to laugh, definitely watch me versus Chris when we played Tau versus Eldar.
Who's Chris?
Who's Chris? Right, this guy here, we will do Psychic Scream. Get it off on a 5. It's a D3 mortal wounds. So for 2.
Closest unit or any unit?
Closest unit. And then we'll do a smite. Yeah, what should we get off? D3. For 3 more.
Okay.
Okay, and then this guy over here, the final guy, he's just going to smite because his other power is not going to be useful because it's Catalyst again. So nope, fails because I've already cast 1, so that'll be a fail. Okay, so that's the end of Psychic Phase, and we're now going to shoot him.
Go.
Okay, so into the shooting phase, and we're going to start off with this tyrant here, he is going to shoot into the unit of immortals.
Alrighty.
So let's need 3s. And then need 3s again.
Nice.
Not too bad. So you have got 2 up saves
6.
because you're in covers. 7 in fact.
7.
Yeah. So have some 1s now, please.
Nah.
No, no 1s.
Not a 1 to be seen in this town.
It's a bit grim. And then we will rinse and repeat with the other tyrant. But the other tyrant is going to shoot into your arc.
Okay. 3s and 4s.
Yeah, you haven't got a very good save, so let's do that. And 1 miss.
Nice.
And looking for 4s. Oh.
Not so nice.
Oh. 2.
2.
Really? 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 Okay.
2
4
4-ups.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 4-ups ordered.
Nice.
2 4-ups delivered.
Nice. Okay. It's going to be like that, is it?
It's going to be like that.
Okay. So next up, this tyrant here, he is going to shoot into the guys on the objective.
Yeah.
So he's got the 24 shots, and so I'll roll this twice. So first lot. So that's 6, 7, 8 so far. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So here's 12. So when you on 3s.
Ooh. Oh
What
no,
the hell?
What is going on?
What the hell? 12.
We needed some twisted dice.
It's another 2. That's right, isn't it? Yeah, 14. So 12, 13, 14. I had 14, wasn't it? 14?
What are you talking about?
14
hits.
14 hits, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you had 15 hits.
15 hits, one more. Okay, there you go. So 7 saves. 3 ups.
7 3-ups. There you go. 3 die.
At least 3, I suppose it's a start.
It is a start. Not really going to make too much difference which ones at this stage. Okay.
Okay, and then my one poor hive guard sitting on his own. He's going to go. Trying to ping off maybe a couple of destroyers. No, I'm going to carry on with my my guy at the back. He's marked for death, so let's carry on with him.
Makes sense.
So 3s and rerolling 1s. Unfortunately, 3s again to wound. I do wound -2.
6s.
So 6s.
Nope.
No. D3 for 2.
2 left. Oh, quantum shielding.
Yeah.
I roll a 1.
Mhm.
No. 2 left.
Cool. I'm not going to spend the points. Funny enough for me to again. Turvigan ran isn't salt. Yeah, and she's in range, so we'll shoot her stinging salvos at your destroyers. I'll be hitting you on 5s. Get 1, and strength 5 against toughness 5. So 4s. Nope, nothing. These aren't. Oh, they're actually assault as well. They're not pistols, they're assault. Yeah. So let's have a look. How many we've got in range? In fact, I'm not even going to do it. If I kill 1 and make my charge longer, that'd be just silly. So it's just not worth it. Yeah, because one of the hits goes through on the on him. It's the same amount of damage, distance away.
I'll point out the one at the back is the one that's wounded, so he'd die first. So you'd be alright.
This is true, actually. Yeah, that is true. In fact, for that case, let's give it a go. It makes sense, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7, re-rolling 1s because of the Turvigan. And we get 3, and now I need in 5s. Get 1.
3 up. He's alright.
No problem at all. I think with that is the end of my shooting.
Okay.
So we will go straight on to charges. So let's start off with the big one.
The one the crowd's been waiting for.
Yes.
But I will bloody well overwatch.
You will overwatch me, yeah, absolutely.
To the best of my abilities.
Yeah, go for it.
So that is going to be 5 regular destroyers and the big boy. Just chuck one of those dice, please.
There you go.
So, obviously looking to just kill him outright.
Yeah, we won't take many
That
to
would
go
be
through.
that would be nice. Okay,
it.
here we go. 6s. See a couple of 6s there.
4 6s there,
4
mate.
6s, yeah.
That's horrendous. That's enough to kill him.
How many wounds has he got?
Like 8.
No, he's got more than.
No.
Oh yeah, he must do. Yeah, it's character.
I think he's got 8.
All right. So these are strength 6 against toughness 7, presumably.
Yeah.
Okay, so it is 5 to wound, and only 1 wound. Minus
No,
3.
he's only tough as 6, I think. We'll double check it anyway, but do those 2. Do it as 2, and then see how we get on with those.
Okay, so minus 3.
Yeah. Minus 3, so I get 6 up save.
He gets a 6 up save.
No.
And
No.
2d3.
Mhm.
That will be 5 wounds.
Okay.
And Le Canon. No.
Well, so we will just check that to make sure that it was the 2 rather than the 1. But
Well, let's roll the charge.
Yeah, let's roll the charges.
For 6. It's not great news. After much deliberation.
Grim is what that is. That is grim. But I've just put it down to the dice have screwed me. It's one of those things. I still think it was the right move, right play. And I'm just going to have to put it down to the fact that one eye's probably going to take a bash into the face now, and there's nothing I can do about it. But I think it is what it is. I've got 2 CPs, so I could re-roll it. But if I do that, then that means that I am not going to be able to bring back my 120 gaunts because I have got my reinforcement points, and I just don't want to do that. So I'm just gonna pretend. I'm gonna try and play for the mission and just
roll with the punches. Move on.
It's hard, but I think if it was a 50-50, I'd probably try and go for the charge because killing them would be important. But it is what it is. So we're gonna move on. And I've got a couple more charges, so we're going to go over to this side here. This guy here is going to have an extremely long charge now, but this one here will charge into your into your tank.
So we will do the Gorse Flayers first. Roll this twice, looking for 6s. And there's nothing so far. There's 1 hit. Strength 4 against toughness 7. So 5 to wound. There is a wound. Minus 1 AP.
4 up.
He's alright. Then the big boy, D6 shots. 3 shots. See some 6s here. It was on it for a second. We almost got 2. That's a hit. It is strength 9, so it's going to be 3 to wound. That does wound. Minus 4.
4 up in bomb.
Makes the 4 up in bomb.
Okay, let's try and make that charge. Don't make that charge.
Not looking like it.
Don't make that
Not
charge.
On
No chance.
Do you want to have a crack on those immortals?
Okay, so yeah, we'll have a go. I don't know what the charge range is. I suppose I better make sure.
You
that
probably
I can
make sure he's in
make
range
it.
where he gives me some free shots.
Yeah, exactly. Looks like I need a 12-inch charge, right?
Yeah.
Is it worth taking a double 6? I'm probably just not going to take the shots because I know my luck at the moment is not running for me to tick me high.
Right.
So we're not going to do that. This guy here will charge into those guys.
Okay. They probably won't be able to see him based on where they are, considering that's line of sight blocking.
Yeah, can you not see?
1 maybe. I think the one on the side probably can see him. So
Okay.
we'll go for a
Go for
pot
it.
shot from him. No hits.
Okay, see if we can get in there then.
That's looking like it. On
That'll be in there. Yeah.
Oh yes. Oh, sorry, on the destroyers.
No.
On these guys.
On those guys, yeah.
Okay, 9 won't make it. So we'll be too far away.
I came in with 9 inches of them.
9 into the destroyers.
No, 9 inches of them.
Okay.
And then come in with them because there's no need
Okay.
for them to come
Alright.
into them. So we'll put this guy here. And that's the one that I don't want in combat because he's not very good. Because he doesn't have any combat weapons.
It's alright.
Which is...
He's going to tie him up.
Yeah, I suppose that's about it. Right. And I think that's... Yeah, no more charges, unfortunately. The 3 units I wanted to get in didn't get in. Okay, so we'll go into combat then. So... let's go with, so the red dice will be his wings, if you like, because it's pretty much what he's fighting with, and then the blue one is his tail. So hits on 2s, so they all hit, and strength 7, so we win him on 3s. Okay, so you get your normal save of all of them, but the blue one's D3. I don't think it really matters to you anyway, so just 4 saves then.
4 3-ups. To go. Okay.
Cool. And then we'll obviously pile in.
Yeah, so I'll take my pot attacks back.
Yep.
So 5 attacks. Hitting on 3s. Winning on 5s. 1 wound, 3 up. What is that? This is a 3. He's good?
He's good, yeah.
Right, I will need to roll morale for that unit.
Yeah, you're going to attack me back?
That was me attacking you back.
Oh, that was me. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh, I can now with the the guy. He's only got well, I might as well with the Overlord.
Yeah.
As you move close to him.
Yeah.
If only I kept that hyperphase sword. So there are 2 hits. No wins.
Okay. Fair enough. So yeah, morale for your guys over there.
Yeah. So morale for these guys. Ooh. So plus the 5 that went. That means 1 runs.
Okay.
And that's not a reanimation protocol that I can have. And then on this unit here, they're fine.
Wow. Okay, that's good because that was the one that I could have done with you failing by a lot. Okay. Cool. So with that, that's the end of my turn. I didn't kill a unit. I do hold an objective. I don't hold more. And Chris does kill more. I'll get 1 for my recon. That's kind of where we are. So at the moment, it is very much in the Necron's hands to lose. But we'll see. We've got a lot of heavy hitters on the board. At least now he's going to have to potentially like spread his fire.
Yeah.
Which is not a bad thing. That's all I can go on really at the moment. So
there is a lot at stake, and if I had a bad turn like you, this can get pretty interesting.
yeah. So we're going to turn 3 for the Necrons. Okay, so turn 3 recap for the movement for the Necrons. What have we done?
So we started off with some reanimation protocol rolls, nothing special there. Just got 1 back off each unit, a little bit under what we'd expect, but is what it is. Moved them back from the flyer on the bridge, so close enough just to be holding the objective, but so I can try and put out some damage on him by having him exposed in the open. Then just shuffled around a little bit with these immortals, giving me a little bit of an insurance policy if I can't shift these tyrants, just to protect my characters a bit more. Doomsday Arcs have stayed still, so they can put out their maximum damage. This unit of immortals have stayed still, so I want to keep them close to the objective. This unit of Destroyers is where it's a little bit more tricky. If I wanted to start really hurting, I would one-eye in some of the juicy units. I'd have to take care of that Hive Guard, and I'm going to need to do that at some point, so I positioned it so that I'll either be able to put all my shots onto him or a little bit more on the Turbogun, and that will be the plan. Okay, cool. So going into shooting phase, do you know what you want to do? Yeah. Cool. I will start off with this Doomsday Arc. Yep. Shooting at this Hive Tyrant. Okay. So I'm going to start off with the big guy, big gun. Yep. So it's D6 shots. 3 shots. Hitting on 3s. 2 hits.
Okay.
Wounding on 3s. 2 wounds. AP -4, but you get your invuln.
So 4 up invuln. Makes them both.
Done well. Move on to the flayers.
I always find these are exceptionally good. I think very much underrated, the flayers on these things.
They can dish out damage, can't they?
Yeah, I found them quite scary in the past.
People don't expect them. So
Yeah.
they're freeze to hit.
Yeah, got one there missing, one little dice there. Yeah.
I don't know if I counted
I don't
that.
think that was-
Did I count that? No.
Sorry.
It's alright. You're just being a gentleman. I did not count it. Okay. So 3's to hit.
Yep.
5's to wound.
Shots.
Decent.
Shots.
Fives. Looking good. No, I was just looking in the middle.
4.
Yeah, 4 and -1.
Okay. Fails them all.
4 wounds.
It's not very good, is it? Right, okay, cool. That brings him down to 8 wounds, I think. Yeah,
Good.
12. Yeah. Next up.
Next up is Imatech. He's going to use the Staff of the Destroyer.
Okay, same
Going
target.
Into the same target. That's hitting on 2s. Ooh, 1 hit. Toughness 7.
Yep.
Wounding on 5s. Doesn't wound.
Okay.
We'll do this. Actually, the staff might be out of range.
Yeah.
These Immortals who had mine will be done. We'll go on to the
Same
same Hive
target.
Tyrant. Yeah.
Okay.
So this is where I'm hoping to do some significant damage. So it's 10, 15, 20.
Okay.
So 5s and 6s explode. I
Yeah.
have 2s to hit.
Yeah. I've seen better rolls from you.
Yeah, you have. I mean, the first one, for a start, that's
Yeah.
cocked.
But
Move those ones. Yeah, that could have been better. So it's hit so far, and I'm going to need another 12. So that's 3, 4. There should be 8 over there, right?
yeah, you got 8 here, mate. 7 for you. There you
So
go.
these will be 5s.
Yes. It's a lot of dice. A lot of dice.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Okay.
Not loads, but
And these are AP dash, right?
these AP dash. So 3 ups.
Okay. So let's have a look. What side it was. Here we go. Looking for 3s. Drop another 3 wounds. Okay. Next up.
Next up, we will do. This is the bit where it starts to get tricky, isn't it?
Yeah. We'll let Chris have a little think about it. So what's next?
Next, this guy,
Yeah.
he is going to shoot into this Hive Tyrant.
Okay. Go for it.
So, do his flayers. They're not going to be in double tap range. He's going to be 3 to hit.
Yep.
Ooh. That's 6. 5 to wound. 3 there, -1.
Okay.
4 ups.
2 down.
2 from that.
10 wounds left.
And then the big boy, that's what we need. Come on, 4.
It's good.
Yeah, 4's alright.
It's good.
3's to hit.
Not so
2.
good.
3's to wound. 2 wounds.
Okay. And looking for 4s. 1 gets through.
D6 damage. 6.
Ah, you keep rolling the 6s when you really need to. Cool.
Big 6y.
Okay.
So 6 plus 2 is 8. From that fella.
Not great. Not great at all. Cool. Okay.
How many wounds has he got left?
8, 9, 4 wounds left.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will then move on to the Overlord's going to shoot him with the Staff of Light.
Yeah.
He'll hit. 5 to wound. 1 wound. It's a minus, but you'll have 4 up save basically.
Another wound down.
See what that does, might be D3.
Next up.
This unit of Immortals are going to be going into that wounded Hive Tyrant. Hopefully finish him off. So there is, I think, 7 from that unit, yeah. Only 14 shots, and they did have my will be done. Okay.
Here we go.
So, looking at 5s and 6s. It's quite good.
Yeah, it's decent. Very decent.
Yep, that's better than the other roll already. So that is 5 regular and then another 14. 6, 7. Yeah. 5s to wounds.
Yep. Here we go.
That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So you've just odded on to die. But we will see.
It's in my dice, right? Here we go. Yeah, dead by a long way.
Yep.
Dead by lots. Yeah.
Does it explode?
Let's have a look. Nope, I saw a 6 there for a minute, but no, he does go. Okay.
We'll then move on to these destroyers.
Mhm.
We're going to put everything into this hive tyrant.
Okay.
I'll roll for my mortal wound for the guy who had to take Ice River. Hit coherency, he's alright. So it's going to be the one, oh, I will be using the re-roll. No, I won't, they just got they're fine. That's going to be for that unit.
Okay.
So they got my will be done.
Yeah.
So the 5 destroyers, regular destroyers, 5, 10, 15. And I hit 2 to hit. Yep.
So all of them? Well, one miss.
1 and 5s.
Ugh.
1, 2 only.
Okay.
So you've got your 4 up in bones.
That's pretty lucky for me so far. This makes one goes through.
D3, so 2 wounds.
Okay.
And then we have the big one.
Yeah.
It hits.
Does.
It doesn't wound.
Doesn't wound. Okay.
Yep, that is annoying. I will now go on to shot them. They've moved, they can't shoot, they've shot, that shot. So everything here is shot, it's just these 2 things left.
Yep.
Which is a little bit worrying. We will go with him going into, he has 2 left, doesn't he?
No, he's only taken 2.
He's only taken 2, so one has 7 left.
Yeah.
He's going to put his big gun into the one with 7 left. Here we go, d6 shots. Oh, 2. Is it worth a reroll? That's worth a reroll. Down to 3 CP, do I get it back? No. How many shots? This is where you obviously roll the 1. Yep.
Would you roll the 1?
This is tempting fate every time.
Yeah.
3 to hit. It does
Does hit, yeah.
And it does wound. You got your 4 up in bone.
Come on, baby! No, I rolled another one of my favourite rolls
D6.
at the moment.
5.
Oh, for God's sake. Stop rolling so high on your damage rolls. Cool, okay, so he's down to 2. Okay, not great.
And then the final course, here I will be popping the stratagems to reroll. Hits and wounds, which is down to 2. Do I get it back? Yes.
Okay, nice.
3. 3 little helps for sure. So it is going to be 2 guys are going to be going into the hive guard. Yeah. Gotta be certain about that. 2 guys going into the hive guard.
The rest of them into Bertha.
Then the rest into Bertha.
Okay.
So
Here we go.
2 guys into hive guard. 3's re-rolling. They'll hit.
Yeah.
And 3's to wound. Re-rolling. Yeah, 5 wounds. Minus 3.
Yeah, don't get a save.
So yeah, D3 each.
Yeah, he's dead. Nothing to do.
And then rest into Bertha.
Yeah.
So
Minus 2.
Yeah, the normal guys, there's only 3 of them left, so that's going to be 9 shots.
So 5 re-rolling.
5's re-rolling. 5's re-rolling and 5's re-rolling. 3 so far.
And it's the one's missed, so the freeze would miss. So you had some freeze in there.
Do I have any freeze? What do I have?
I think you had 3 3s.
3
I
3s?
think so.
Okay, I'll take your word for it. So 4 hits. 5s re-rolling. 2 there. 3 at -3. Got your 6 ups.
Save me
Also
nice
got your
to.
catalyst.
No, I don't get catalyst. I failed it.
Shit.
Unfortunately.
Got 1.
I've got 1 which is nice. So 2 go through.
2d3.
Yeah.
That is 4.
But it's not, because it's -1 from each one. So
Okay.
it limits off on 1 wound because she has
One
the
wound.
biologic warlord trait.
Right.
So, yeah.
Big gun.
Yeah.
Hits.
Doesn't hit.
Doesn't hit. Needs 5, sorry.
Yeah.
Does not hit. There is 1 wound. And that will be it.
Bertha survives again.
Bertha survives again.
Yeah, okay. Interesting. So, my turn then. So, yeah, so pretty brutal. So, I've lost a Flyrant. 2 other Flyrants are, one really hurting and the others just had a little bit of damage done to him. But, so the good thing is I'm very close to those destroyers with a Hive Tyrant that can fight, which is good. And I'm also going to get another opportunity now for a One-Eye who managed to kind of get away with his abysmal charge to have another attempt. So it's not completely done. I've got some massive uphill struggle if I want to try and pull this back, but we'll see what happens as we go into turn 3 for the Tyranids.
Okay, Tyranids turn 3, movement phase.
Yeah, so I'm definitely under the cosh a little bit, but I'm going to try and do my best to try and fight my way out as best I possibly can. So what have I done? Well, the Flyrant that was over here has moved forward. I'm making sure that I can do some sort of smites, put some damage in. I'm considering the charge very ballsy with only 2 wounds left, but I do need to try and cut down the shooting. If I can touch those guys in combat, that's going to help me out a lot. The other Flyrant that's only lost a couple of wounds has jumped over here, so he's now in a position that I can also do some work into these destroyers, or I've got options over there. I've also got a character in range as well. Old One-Eye's carried on moving up. He's regenerated 1 of his wounds, and he's come up with the termagants and is ready to hopefully this time get into combat this time. Big Bertha's kind of pretty much stayed where she is. The Mana Throat's adjusted, making sure that we've got that objective, and I've spent my CPs to bring in the Ender Swarm, and my termagants have come back in that edge. Main reason is I want to make sure I can get recon. If I don't do that, I'm going to lose recon again, and I'm just kind of get further and further away on points, so I need to do that. And that's pretty much it. Turvian's obviously only got 1 wound left. I've only got 2 wounds on that guy. This is going to be a bit of a crucial turn, and I need probably a little bit of luck on my side to be able to turn it around. But there is a chance that I could do some damage, so we'll see. So we're going to go into Psychic phase, and I am going to risk Catalyst on Bertha. And I don't get it off because it's 6, I believe. No, it's a 5. No, it is a 5. So I do get it off. So she has got Catalyst, which is great. Then we'll go into this guy here. He is going to do... Smite. So I'm going to do Smite. Yeah, I get it off. I think I'm equidistance. Would you say, Chris?
I would say.
Yeah. So if I'm equidistance, I am going to take onto the Lord.
Okay.
So D3, just for the 1. And then we'll go straight over onto this guy. He is going to do Psychic Scream. Doesn't get it off, and then he'll do Smite. Does get it off, D3 for 2 Immortals.
Okay.
So that's cool. And that will be the end of the Psychic phase. So we'll go into the shooting phase. So, in fact, let's just double check some profiles. We'll come back.
Okay. Alright, on to shooting.
Okay, so the damage flyrant is going to shoot into the immortals that are in front of him.
Yep.
So I hit on 4s now because I'm damaged, but that's a stellar roll. So we'll take that. And now needing 3s. So 6 saves, 2 up so still, as you are in cover.
There's a 1. That's 1 dead.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. Then we're going to go down here, and this guy is going to go into the destroyers. Ugh. Some misses there and a half. Don't like those ones creeping in. And this would be toughness 5, aren't they?
Yeah.
So yes, it'd be 3s. So 3 saves.
3 ups. Ordered.
Nice.
2 fails.
So that's going to kill one of them.
Yeah, kills one next year.
Okay. We'll take that. That's kind of what we wanted, just to try and take that Overwatch down a little bit. Is kind of the plan more than anything. I think that is all the shooting. No, I've got some shooting here. Don't want to shoot these. Don't really want to. I'm going to do a couple of wounds on them. Yeah, I might do. It might make all the difference. So, you know, got to try and clutch for everything you can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So let's try. Okay, so 4s rerolling 1s. So that's 2, 3 hits. And then 5s and rerolling 1s as well because of Big Bertha. Rerolling 1s. It's just the 1.
Every little helps.
Not this time it doesn't though, not this time it doesn't. And I think we'll shoot these guys. So 4, 6. So 6 again. See if we can again just, you know, it all helps.
Do what you can.
Do what we can, exactly. 2 wounds.
2 wounds. And 1 takes a wound.
Nice, take that. Okay, things sounds to be out of range, so I believe that will be us. So we'll go into some assaults.
Sweet ass.
Okay, so let us start off with the termagants. They're going to charge into your destroyers.
Alright, so that would be 12 destroyers. 6s. There's 1 and 2 to kill. 1 dead. Devastating.
Devastating.
Let's not forget the Gauss cannon. Heavy. No.
So yeah.
That'll get him in.
There. Really want to do any damage, particularly with these guys. Then we need to do for Old One Eye.
Warlock's Revenge.
Double 6 from double 1 to double 6.
There you go.
He's not messing about.
He can go wherever he wants.
He is not messing about. So he's going to go to here.
Oh, nice river though, mate. Careful about that.
Alright.
Okay, yeah.
So I need to do a nice river for this guy, don't I?
You do.
Of course, take some more wins.
As river.
That's he's lost 3 wins. And then he'll go in. Yeah, he's going to go into the same unit as well.
Yeah, he's in.
Yeah, I can go around. So let's go into there.
Don't fancy their chances.
Let's hope we can maybe kill something. That'd be really nice.
What are we doing down here?
This is the one that is a real quandary. But I think, like, the reality is, if I don't go in, he's just going to be dead anyway. So I think let's try and see whether we can survive that. I'm just going to go into the depleted unit.
Okay.
Yeah, so we will charge into him. Yeah, we will.
Okay.
It's risky, but I think it's the best thing to do.
Okay. The sixes. 2 6s.
3 6s.
3 6s. I'm not sure if this counts on Overwatch or not. I'm going to double check. Of course it counts, right? 5's wound. But it's not the next roll we wanted. Only 1 wound there.
Makes a save.
He makes it.
Okay. Yep.
He's in.
Yeah.
How many attacks has he got left?
He doesn't go down in attacks, but he now hits on 4s.
How many attacks?
4 attacks. 4 attacks and his tail.
Okay.
So. Okay. So. That's all the charges, so we actually did alright there. I'm going to start off with Old One Eye.
Yeah, okay.
So let's just double check his profile. Bear with me a second.
Alright. Old One Eye made the charge.
So D3 mortal wounds first of all. So he takes 3, so he kills 1.
Straight up, that's 1 dead.
Yeah. And then we'll do. So these hit on 2s. And 6s generate additional.
Yep.
So 1 miss. And then we'll re-roll that. Yeah, so these. So that one will be separate because that will be his base strength. But these ones will be 2s. So that will be 4. And
AP.
these are, I think they're -3, but we'll double check them. Crushing claws, they are -3, yep.
So looking for 6s. No, so that is 4 dead straight up, and that's the unit.
Yep. Nice.
Boom. Old One Eye, worth his points.
Yep.
Well, exactly, in fact. No, he did more. That was a 300 point unit killed by him.
Yeah.
If you get him in, it doesn't work.
Yeah, and he gets me my points as well. Gets me my gangbuster points, so which is also good. Cool. Okay, so I'll consolidate them in a minute because we'll just go straight on to the next one, which is over here. So now this guy, he does only hit on 4s. So the blue is the tail attack. Okay, so just 2. So these will wound on 3s, but the monster's running claws, so they re-roll wounds. That one's -1,000,000, and that one's -3.
Okay, so I get 6 up. Nope, so 2 dead.
2 dead.
Okay.
Okay, and I think we'll do my consolidations and stuff, but that'll be it.
Oh,
So
bloody well swing back, who knows?
yes, you
One
can.
of those
Yeah,
wounds.
absolutely.
3's to hit. 2 hits. 5's to wound. 1 wound. Come on, little immortal. No.
Makes a save. Okay, so that'll be it then. So we'll do a bit of piling, we're like consolidating, just a bit of jiggery poker. I still don't think I think the Old One A is still going to be the closest target, which is the only thing I'm trying to avoid with the consolidation from the hive tyrant.
Yeah.
I still think I'll probably struggle. So, but I'll do that in a second. But if you got some morale checks for your.
Not enough killed. I leadership 10, and you took 5 off last time, so only 3 went. So now
Is that only 3? Did I not kill any with psychic powers?
You killed 2, and then you killed. Possibly you killed 2, with a leadership 10. So you definitely didn't kill 5 this turn.
Okay.
They were
Cool.
right.
Cool. Okay, so end of movement. What have you done?
I've moved the destroyers around, so some of them can get a shot on Old One Eye, but the others supporting, taking out the flyer as much as they can. I've moved. I had a good roll on the animation protocols for the unit of destroyers that were down to 2. Got 6 of them back, which is really nice. But they're not going to be able to shoot because they fell back. I've pretty much kept my characters where they are because they're just going to shoot and do what they do. The main thing is that I've used the Veil of Darkness to pick up the squad of 10 Immortals at the back who weren't doing anything, so I can get right up and unleash some damage on Old One Eye if the rest of my shooting doesn't go well. That is pretty much it.
Cool. So going to shooting.
Going into shooting, and I will start off by doing the Staff of Light from this here. Cryptek, so that's 3s. They hit. Give me 5s to wound. 2 wounds at -1.
Makes them both.
Love that. I'm going to use a weapon I always forget even exists. I know you can fire with both weapons. Yeah, you can. Sorry, you can't do that. He's going to use Gauntlet of Fire from Imatech.
Okay.
That's D6. Assault D6. So it's 3 hits. Strength 4. 5s to wound. 1 wound there. No AP. He's all right. And then it's going to be Staff of the Destroyer.
Okay.
That's 2 to hit. They will hit. Strength 6 and toughness 7. It's 5s to wound. There's 1 wound there. It is minus
something
3, but this is the important roll. It makes it again. That then means it's going to be onto this unit of Immortals to start shooting at him.
Yep.
I think only 4 of them can see him.
Okay.
So 1 is just going to do the rest of the shots into the other fire.
Yes, makes sense.
So the 4 that can see him, I was hoping he'd be dead by this point. I won't lie. 2s, exploding 5s. Yeah. 6. I'm looking for 5s. 1, 2, 3. He is absolutely loving life.
Yeah.
This makes me very angry.
He's not going down without a fight, this guy.
Not going down without a fight. I'm now going to have a rethink.
So next up, it's going to be the teleported Immortals. Fabius has lined them up to deal with Old One Eye. So we'll see how he gets on here.
Alright, you can use a good roll here. Right, 2s, exploding 5s. So, yeah. Yeah. Modest.
No, it's good, mate. It's good.
Pretty good. Got my 7.
Pretty good.
Okay.
Not many misses.
Hit. 14 more. 3 more dice. Cut them over.
Okay.
So these are 5s to wound.
Yeah.
The old gentleman. There's Old One Eye. Okay.
It's a lot of dice. A lot of dice.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Okay. Some dice. 6, 7, 8, 9. And can you pass me back my couple of dice?
Yep.
10, 11. Lovely, thank you. Right, okay. So 3s.
It's a good roll. Only 2.
2 wounds dropped. Takes him to 6 wounds. But that's decent. Happy with that?
Yeah.
Very, very happy with that.
I'm going to crack the Staff at Light at him.
Sure.
3 to hit. No, 2 to hit Overlord. They hit. 5s to wound. 3 wounds is -1.
Okay, 3 wounds.
2.
2 wounds, sorry. Okay. So 4s. Makes them both.
Okay. Now I'm going to have to go on to the bigger guns. Why aren't you dead? Christ. I will go. Is it really come to that? Yeah. Okay, we're going to do the flayers at this flyrant.
Okay.
The big gun at the other flyrant. I'm going to crack a CP again.
Yeah.
To put him back up to full profile.
Okay,
Do I get it back? Yes, I do.
Nice.
Right, flayers. Be gone, you shit. So 3s and 5s.
Okay.
1, 2. Not gonna be able to kill him, that's for sure. 4 ups.
This is -1.
Yep, well, might be enough to kill him, never know. Loses 1 wound.
Does lose wound.
Big gun.
Okay.
On the flyrant. D6. 6 shots.
Oh.
Here we are. Down
That
to business.
should do the business.
This is on the other flyrant, obviously.
Oh, this is the other flyrant.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
So 3 to hit. All hit.
Nice.
3 to wounds. 4 wounds. You've got your 4 pin bones.
Cool. 4 wounds, yeah?
Yep. 50-50. Take that.
Can you get through? Yeah.
2d6. 8. How many do you got left?
Got 9.
I'm gonna CP reroll that too.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, it does get him.
Him.
It's fresh out.
That's what we down to 2.
It doesn't do anything, but okay, cool. Well, you got the luck eventually came back.
Yeah. Yeah, it did. We've now got. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with the destroyers. They will crack a CP to reroll to hit and reroll to wound.
Okay.
Old one eye
Is that all your CP's gone now?
No, I've got 1 left.
Okay.
Because I got that one back. How many wounds old one got left? 6 left.
So it's 6 left, yeah.
Okay. I'm going to put 1 of these into the flyrant.
Yeah. You might need to check distances because the flyer might be closer.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah. So
I'm guessing he probably is, yeah.
I'm going to be putting, so he's... Oh, is it at any point in the model, right? Yes, that's definitely closest.
Yeah.
I think at this point probably the terminals will be closest. So basically I can't target old one eye.
No.
I'm going to put 2 of the things... Actually, I'm going to put... Such waste. I'm going to be putting 2 of the normal guns into the flyrant. Everything else into Bertha.
Okay.
So... Heavy Gorse.
What's this into?
Into the flyrant.
Okay.
So 3G rolling. 4 hits and 5G rolling. 1 wound. Don't like that. 2 wounds.
Easy.
4 ups.
No, double 1.
He's run out.
Does he fresh out? No, he doesn't. Triple 3. Triple 1.
Flap out.
Triple 1.
Freak out.
Yeah, that's sad. All the flyrants are dead. That's sad times.
And then the rest against Bertha. So there are 3 Gorse and then the big boy. Let's do big boy first.
Okay.
3G rolling. Nope, 5G rolling, isn't it?
Yeah, 5G rolling.
If I remember correctly. Nope.
And the 3 wouldn't have been able to re-roll anyway because that was a natural miss. So
Fair enough. Yeah. No, 3's a natural hit.
Yeah, so you'd miss because it's minus. So the ones that would naturally hit would miss.
Yes.
The ones that missed anyway, you would re-roll again.
You're right. So the remaining.
What's this? This is the.
Onto Bertha.
What's this from the destroyers? Yeah.
Yeah. The remaining 3.
Yeah, cool. 5s.
3 there. And the 3s don't get to reroll.
3s don't, and yeah, so 2s. Yeah, that's right.
That's right.
Yeah, that's right.
5s. Nope, just 3 hits. So it's 5s re-rolling.
5s, yeah.
There's 1. 1 more should be enough to secure it. Just 1. So you've got your 6 up in Vuln.
I got 6 up in Von's.
Just regular
6 up
save.
save.
Yeah. No.
And then how much damage?
D3.
So roll that.
2.
So it's minus 1, so it's just 1. So 5 up. Oops, sorry, didn't roll that. Even though that was a 5.
That was a 6.
There we go. I've run for luck here.
He's run out. He's run out of 5 and 6s.
Yeah, I have as well.
He has indeed.
Ugh. Does he fresh out? Just doesn't fresh out. Does kill Bertha. D6 damage into this unit. That's a 4. D6 unit into the other one, and that's a 4 as well. So 4 of the terminals go as well. Some more big guys gone. Sad times. Okay, so the last thing is the Doomsday Ark. It's going to shoot at one eye. Just the big gun to shoot. 1 shot. Can't re-roll it.
3s. It hits.
Does hit.
3s. Does
Does not wound. Okay.
He does live.
He does live, but unfortunately, he's about the only thing that has lived. There's not really anything left of this Tyranid army, which is brutal stuff. But, you know, look, we can have some fun with one eye, hopefully, because I think that's pretty much all I've got to play for. So actually going into... I did a tally up, so just to kind of give you a bit of a half-game recap, if you like, the score going into this turn was Chris was 12 points to my 9 points. Now, a lot of that has changed dramatically now because a lot of Chris's points were tied up with Bertha and some of the bigger guys. The Bertha's given him like another point there to max out on Kingslayer, and then he's got another 2.
3.
Don't get one for her as well.
For the 3 tyrants, right?
Yeah, but you already had one for
Did
one.
I already have one?
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
right.
because you were kid one, so another 2 for tyrants. So it's a huge swing now, and on top of that, the last 2 turns, he's got kill 1, hold 1, kill more, hold more. So massive, massive lead for the Necrons, pretty much untenable. But before we give this one in, we're going to see exactly what the one eye can do in a kind of a bit of a last stand mode. See if he can rip some Necron apart before it's all over. So we'll go into turn 4.
Ned's Revenge of Old One Eye.
Yeah, and that's basically what it is. So as far as movement wise, all I've done is kind of moved up this way. That's pretty much all I can do. And now one eye's moved up, so it's basically within a good charging distance. And that's kind of it, really. Yeah, that's kind of it. So no psychic because I've not got psychers. No shooting because I've run the termagants because I just wanted to get them on that objective. So we're just gonna go straight into assault.
Yeah.
Straight into assault. Straight into the main thing. So Swell One Eye is going to charge this unit.
Okay, they're at full strength. So let's unleash some murder.
I'm just thinking actually what I might do. I'm not actually going to do that. I'm going to charge this unit.
I'm going to do that.
I'm going to charge the smaller
I'm
unit.
actually going to bloody do that. Have some balls, Old One Eye. Come on.
No, I'm going to charge this unit.
Let's kill a big unit. Alright. Yeah.
Because I want to kill a unit. That's what I want to do.
Alright, looking at 6s. 2. Makes 4 hits. 5 to wound. 1.
1.
1.
Makes it
Alright.
safe. 6 inches. I think that's going to do it.
Yeah.
Launch. So D3. Takes a mortal. And okay, 2s. 2 extras. Wish they carried on going. It would be great. If only. So it was 1. What was the tail? It's D3 for the tail, in fact. Anyway, doesn't matter. I'm not going to need it. I'm not going to need it. 2s.
Yeah. That's it.
-3.
Well, I have 6 ups. How many?
So take those. Just take one of those out. So 6.
6 ups. Let's deny him his glory. No, that is very much a dead
Very
unit.
dead.
Mortals.
Very dead unit, and I'll take that. But big but is I am going to concede at this point because there's just no point, because even if you know I can start getting points, I've got such a deficit, even if for some reason like Fabius just completely ran cold and killed nothing, still gonna get it through just sheer points. And we're back.
Here we are.
Interesting game.
Yeah.
Interesting game. I'm not sure whether I would have expected it to go quite that way. It was a big swing to the Necrons.
Yeah, more than I expected, that's for sure.
Yeah, it did well. Yeah, I'm not sure whether... I mean, there was some real kind of... some luck moments.
There were some big rolls on either side.
Imotech's thing was huge. That.
Yeah.
But then again, I mean... Big Bertha didn't do too much in that game, really. So maybe that didn't make much of a difference. I don't know. There was obviously Old One Eye. If he got into the guys that turn earlier, that would have helped.
Yeah, right. That would have been one turn where they would have died, and then that would have mean the Flyrant could have done something different on the next turn. So potentially would have put you up like a whole other unit of destroyers, which takes away my damage output.
That would have been a big swingy moment. But I think ultimately. I think it's a great demonstration of how good Necrons can be.
Yeah, right. They've got especially after the points drop, some key units which are extremely good, and you make a list with just those key units.
Yeah.
Immortals for what they do as a troop choice. Put them into range if they're 2 up. They can hold a lot. They can put out a lot of damage where they're needed. You can force multiply it with a Sortex stratagem.
Yeah.
They're fantastic against some armies. They're absolutely brutal. Destroyers, again, are great. You've got to make sure you kill them, get the potential 2-up save. And then the support from the Doomsday Arcs, the Flayers can...
And they are really, really swingy. But the thing is, like across a game, if they stay alive, the odds just kind of even themselves out, and then they can do some...
Yeah, you get there eventually. You can't rely on them each getting 6 shots out, but between 3 of them, you should be able to put something big down.
Yeah, definitely. But thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the battle report. It was a good, fun one. Like I learnt a lot about my list. Those kind of 120 points of reinforcement points. I'm not sure whether that was a mistake me using them, but like I think there are some games that they will be really, really handy. They definitely give me some kind of options that I want to play with. Love Old One Eye. The Flyrants I think are always super, super reliable. And Bertha's a great kind of like bullet magnet, so I overall quite like the list. I'm definitely not too disheartened by how it performed today, but definitely if you've sort of things that you've noticed about either of the list, then put them down in the comments. We're always interested to hear what your thoughts are. But please do like, comment and subscribe to this video, it helps us loads. Tell your friends, press the bell button so you get notification next time you see a Twisted Dice video come up. And myself and Fabius will see you soon in a new battle report soon.
Thanks very much.
See you later guys, bye for now.